I saw you posted on social media earlier today saying, I really don't get the discourse regarding Josh Allen. I now give you the floor.
Spicy.
You've got more than 280 characters on this show, sir. Tell me what it is you're seeing that people are getting wrong about Josh Allen, particularly last night when that wasn't anybody's best for Buffalo.
Yeah, look, I just think in general, Buffalo, the last two games have not been playing well. But here's my thing. Like, do we really think come January that Josh Allen, who is the MVP, and that room with James Cook and Joe Brady, who we praised all that, do we not think they're going to not be around? Like,
Right.
I do. And so, like, just slow the roll. Like, the teams they lost, the Patriots, they're pretty freaking good. Okay, they're a good team. And this Atlanta team, they're starting to find their stride as well. Defensively, they just couldn't protect Josh Allen last night, like offense. And so when I'm watching people really on X and just in general on social media and some analysts, like, just slow the roll on Josh Allen. Like, he's an MVP for a reason. Now, I will say the interceptions have started creeping up, right? They're 4 in the last 3 games. But it's not like they're becoming one-dimensional. And I think that was sort of the issue a couple years ago before they went to Joe Brady, is they really were one-dimensional. I'm looking at these, passing attempts in the 5 games or 6 games this year. There's only been once where he's thrown it over 31 times. And so they're not asking him to do a lot, but it's really hard when he needs some receivers to make plays for him, and they're not there. Yes, of course, he's forcing the football in some areas, but let's just calm down. They're still 4-2 the last time I checked, and they're still one of the better teams in the AFC. They just lost back-to-back games, and I think this discourse around Josh Allen is like, let's just remember who he is, and that's a top 2 or 3 quarterback in the league.
We also kind of get comfortable and we get used to the idea that, hey, they're down by a bunch of points, they're going to score 40. In a game like that last night, the Bills defense, especially in the first half, and it would have been even worse if Drake London doesn't step out at the 1-yard line, but they didn't have answers for that Falcons offense. And I thought, you go way deeper into this than I do, Chase, but I thought for the people who might have gotten glimpses of Michael Penix Jr. in that Week 3 game at Carolina where they get shut out, and he is legitimately terrible in that game. Yep. We saw last week and then in this one as well. This seems like this is what you're hoping to find if you're the Falcons looking at Michael Penix Jr.
Absolutely. And you know what? It really helps when you have Bijan Robinson. And he is just a freak of nature. Like, you're going to look in November, and just the way he's playing right now, he's like a true outside zone runner, but he does these like jump cuts where it's just like, I'm watching the game and I'm listening to Dan Orlovsky call it, and I'm like, man, Dan is all over it, but he just looks like the best running back in football because he is the best running back in football. And he's not only doing it on the ground, but he's doing it in the air as well. And so when you have a run game that you're actually going to lean on, and hey, if something's not open downfield, and we saw this last night and a couple other games, is just, hey, drop the ball off to your running back. He turns these 2-3 yard checkdowns into big plays, and that's what helps Michael Penix Jr. Obviously, Drake London, he's playing at an extremely high level too. And my offense coordinator Zach Robinson, like he's doing a really good job. They're finally figuring out what their identity is, and it's early, right? And that's what we expect from a lot of different teams is, hey, once you find your identity, then you build on what you're really good at, and maybe don't worry about your weaknesses and push them to the side. You might want to, handle this. And they know what they are offensively, and it runs through Bijan Robinson, and it just helps Michael Penix, and you've seen him play a lot better because of that.